The advice presented in this broadcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. It should be assumed that the panelists are not experts in any topic that may arise. Yes, including that one. Be advised at your own risk.
Oh, hello there, everybody, and welcome into Questionable Advice. In this show, I am here as your friend, and I'm going to give you some advice, and I brought some friends along as well. Today's show, we're going to talk about technology, so that can be anything technology related. We want to know what you need advice on. Is it anything related to the internet, to devices that you use, to dealing with technology? Some that you have, some that you want, some that you wish you could get rid of. Anything technology related in that giant bubble that is electronic devices. That's what we're giving you advice on today. It could be a website, it could be an app, who knows? And what's going to happen is after you tell us what you need advice on, me and some of your friends that I brought here today are going to give you some valuable advice. Some of it's going to be really great and useful. Some of it might go into another direction, and that's going to happen. But, you know, we're here to have some fun. So let me introduce our friends today. What friends do we have? Well, we have Sarah, Chris, and Gilbert today. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so what we're going to do in the audience, so I'm going to tell everybody right now, because I forgot to do this like the last 4 shows, we have a Facebook page, so if you want to go like us on Facebook, I can hopefully next week get a topic to start at the beginning, but since I haven't told you to follow us on Facebook yet, I didn't get anything. So what we're going to ask you to do is right now in the comments, put anything you need technology related advice on. And Brian, who is our IT guy, and that's technology.
Hi, yeah. You guys know how much I hate technology. I'm here. I already have questions popping up, which is great, but I'll wait for just a second if you could put your name in. By the way, I have a special gift for you today. Whoever offers up a question, I have a free video on demand codes to be able to watch Barb and Star video on demand. So I will send you the code. I will slip it into your DMs. Is that what the kids say? And
I think you slide into the DMs.
Slide it into the DMs. I'm going to put it in there like a package. I'm going to package your DMs and no. Everyone just looks away. That's fine.
New terminology is hard.
Yeah, it's difficult. But yeah, you'll get a video on demand code to be able to watch that movie for free. Starts tomorrow, so you can use it tomorrow for the weekend. And I have questions. I'll read those now.
Okay.
So let's see. For my Wi-Fi name, should I make it practical, funny, or rude? Let's say. Roy Donk says, Chris, you look like a sensei at a karate studio.
This is just my lounging around robe when I'm trying to relax.
Oh, look at you.
I have my scented candle over here.
Let's see. Oh, how do I use less technology in today's modern age? Evan says Cat 5, Cat 5e, or Cat 6. That's Ethernet. Yeah, it's the Ethernet cable.
I thought it was the cast.
You should keep cats away from your Ethernet cables.
Especially if you have 5 of them. Jesus H. Let's see. Do I upload nudes to the cloud or not? How do I make my Wi-Fi stop crashing today? How does one become tech savvy? On that note, what's the best opener to slide into someone's DMs? How do I protect my private photos on my phone? How do I steal my neighbor's Wi-Fi, Android or iPhone? Jeez, there are tons of questions.
Nice.
What's the best way to use best device to use for those OnlyFans photos? What is the best way to spice up those workday Zoom meetings? Can I throw my computer out of the window Can I write off my internet on my taxes since we have to work from home? Actually, yeah, you can do that. Side note, all guests have amazing hair and facial hair. Wow, nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. How do my cat stop chewing? Wait, how do I get my cat to stop chewing on my phone charger? That's all the questions so far.
Okay, wow, this is great.
Yeah, everyone did a great job. This is really good.
Okay, let's start with something simple. Get us warmed up here. Let's start with what kind of smartphone should our friends buy? Should they buy an iPhone or an Android phone? Anybody?
I'll take that one. Really, it's kind of based on preference. So, like, they basically all do the same thing and have a lot of the same apps, the access to those apps. Usually, you want to get something newer to starting off, so it has the same. You get that power. It runs smoothly. It's fully updated already. You don't got to worry about other people's data left on it or anything like that. Old phone numbers, that's the worst. When somebody else from another phone number calls you, you're like, who this? And they're like, I'm looking for Becky. Becky's not here. It's me, Gilbert. So ultimately, it's just what's your style? Do you like feeling like you know the tech stuff like an Android? Or are you kind of like, I'm cool, I just needed to work, then get the iPhone? So personality, just go with what you feel suits you.
Nice.
I think that'll be the best choice.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. I think though that there's iPhone, there's Android. We have to choose between the two. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a little retro action. A little hipster trying to look cool. So maybe get an iPhone, but get one of those adapters where it looks like you have a rotary telephone, and then you just carry that around like on a belt clip. I think Sarah has one behind her.
I do.
Right? Yeah, so
And,
I think that's iPhone compatible. So you want to get an iPhone.
Compatible.
But then you kind of look cool with a great like starting icebreaker talking piece.
and I think it's a great idea with going retro. As a dreamer of a simpler time, I say you just double down and you go really old school and you go back to the Motorola Razr
Wow.
or any flip phone. There's nothing more satisfying than ending a conversation just and get rid of it. Limited contacts, limited texting. You want a simpler life? Go back to a simpler time.
Nice.
Totally, I agree with Sarah that in these hard times, sometimes we're in difficult phone conversations, and you can't slam your iPhone down because it'll shatter and break and cost you $700. With those old school phones, like a nice rotary phone, you could click it on a couple times and get those aggressions out.
Nice. Okay, that's great.
That's nice.
Let's go with this question here. Someone wants to know how do they become more tech savvy? Because I know there's a lot of technology going on. So I know with my job, I actually work in technology adjacent, so I have to learn a lot of new technology. We do new development. I think part of it is just immersing yourself in different technology. Once you use enough apps and sites and pieces of technology, you learn that a lot of it's repeatable. I mean, sometimes things upgrade quickly, so what might be the norm 3 years ago is now different. But if you start to use enough and get acclimated, you'll pick up the terminology and you'll see that they use similar icons and put things in similar places. So really it's just about using things, looking it up. Google is your friend. I've been trying to teach my mom for 6 years how to Google things. Now I just give her a dirty look of please go look it up on Google. I know just as well as Google does. But yeah, it's just practice makes perfect.
I agree. And I actually am a big fan of immersion therapy. So I think if you just go to an iPhone store or the Microsoft equivalent or whatever stores and just hang out, just go part-time, quit your job, just hang out and really just be around the the whatever Genius desk and just absorb everything that they say, spend all day doing that for a good month, I think that'll really help you become more tech savvy.
I mean, that's good advice from you guys. There's something like, I know a lot about tech stuff, and you just have to make sure you are praying to the machine's spirit. Each machine has its own little kind of like spirit or angel or whatever you want to call it. You just got to pray to that thing. All right, you just got to be like, hey, laptop, I need you to work. Wi-Fi, please connect. Email, send. Like each individual thing has its own spirit. So you got to kind of be knowledgeable on which spirit you're trying to connect with. Usually kind of electricity stuff helps, not really smoke or scents because they don't really smell or anything like that. It's kind of dumb. But like, magnets are a good offering. Things like that on the electromagnetic spectrum. That does really help your prayers get to those machine spirits so that they just get the technology to work just like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. I like that a lot, Gilbert. I like that a lot. But I think, go one step further. Instead of just praying to them and giving them tokens and gifts, is to actually just start dating one. If you get one of those like expensive Japanese sex robots, with AI in it, and then you start to date it. And, I remember when I was in high school and my first girlfriend, she was really into yo-yos. And then I was into yo-yos and I learned all about yo-yos and how to do the little tricks and everything like that. So like, that's a great way to immerse yourself and to learn. It's just by like being with them 24/7 and like learning their habits and how they like their steak cooked or their computer chips cooked. Well, I don't know what they eat, but yeah, sex robots.
Nice.
I would go even
just
further.
make sure.
Go ahead.
Oh no,
Sarah,
go
and then
ahead. Go.
Well, if you date one that functions like an R2D2, that would probably be preferable because he has all those connections and can just like hardwire into all your technology. Maybe not, it wouldn't be so sensual, like it wouldn't be like a good physical partner, but definitely with the electronics part. Dating an R2D2 would be like, that would kind of be more on that level.
Are robots polyamorous? Because maybe you could just get like a whole harem of robots to date. That might be helpful.
If you go down that route, which I 100% advocate for, just make sure you get a silicone safe sex toy soap, because the last thing you need is for one of those babies to short circuit on you in the heat of the moment.
That's really good to know.
Unless it's the first date and you're like looking for sparks,
Please don't light your own house on fire. Okay, so let's help somebody else. I think Dennis has said he wants to know, like, how should he name his Wi-Fi? Should he name it something that's like practical, something that's funny? How should?
You could kind of do multiple. Just do something that is more like a name, because everyone hates that XY3_period kind of name. So as long as you give it like a wordy kind of name, because that's not the part you need to hack. You could just find it. The password's the one you want to make more complicated, but the name, make it fun. Just make it all of the above. It could be a pun, it could be meaningful, it could be all of that. Just so that when someone goes on it, they'll look at it and be like, ha, you do hiking a lot. And now I will connect to your Wi-Fi.
I always name my Wi-Fi the Bat Cave, so people think that like they live near Batman.
Oh.
I would suggest naming your Wi-Fi something, because I live in an apartment complex and there's a lot of people, and I see a whole bunch pop up. I'm like, where should I connect? I would name it something that's like scary and maybe would deter Wi-Fi pirates from like trying to jump and like leech your Wi-Fi from you. So something scary like demon blood, or like I'm a cop, or something like that. They would be like, oh, I don't want to even try that one.
I'm a big fan of self-expression. So I think what you should do is go old school, like your AOL Instant Messenger away message, and like pour your heart out in a song lyric. The more gut wrenching, the better, as long as possible. Maybe the whole verse if you can. And then just make the password something really simple, like 1, 2, 3, 4. But no one's already going to read through the verse. They're going to be like, oh, they got way too many problems. I don't have time for this Wi-Fi.
See, I like to go a different route. I'm very much like, let's make something multi-use. So like, not only is it your like Wi-Fi name, it could also be like your social security number or your credit card number. So that way, if you're like, oh no, I don't remember my social, you can just go look in your Wi-Fi list and now you know what it is. I mean, no one's gonna look there for it.
That's a good way to protect your Wi-Fi too, because if you put your like social security number there, the bad people will be so busy stealing your identity, they're not going to want to steal your Wi-Fi. So that's really good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, wait.
Entertainment, guys. Entertainment.
What
Please
was
remember
that?
that none of these people are experts. None of them.
These are Evan's recorded voice reminders that this is only for entertainment. And
Please remember that none of these people are experts. None of them.
and none of you are experts. So I know that Dayna had Evan put these together, so thank you, Evan, for doing that.
Yes, and thank you for keeping us from getting in trouble.
Yeah, this is my favorite one.
This particular piece of advice is Brian approved.
I feel like that diminishes the quality of it.
Oh, of your advice?
No, that it's you approved it.
Oh.
That means
Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. I definitely don't want to take my advice ever. Everyone wants to buy Evan's recordings.
Only Evan.
Only
no.
Evan's. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah.
So,
Keisha's writing all this down. She's like, for sure, for sure, for sure. And Keisha and Dennis, if you guys would like to have the codes to see the movie, Barb and Star, go to Vista Del Mar. I will send those to you. I was trying to get a good. There I am. Okay, I was blurry. I'm not blurry anymore. Anyway, so we're giving away some shit tonight. So Dennis and Keisha, thank you all. Make sure you get the codes.
I would like that too, if you're just giving them out.
You want a code?
Yeah, that movie looks awesome.
I mean, if I have any left, I'm definitely working a promotion here that I'm not getting paid for. So, because I do everything for free. So they're like, can you add more work? I'm like, yes, that's my advice. Just say yes to everything.
Dana's giving us all $50 for doing this show. We're not
What
getting-
the hell?
Yeah.
You're not getting paid?
I just told you not to tell Brian.
I was just working off of codes to download shit.
Okay, so let's go. This one is sort of like unofficially my job. But how do we spice up those work Zoom meetings? I mean, we're all, working. A lot of us are working from home. A lot of meetings online. You don't get to see people in person anymore. How do we make it more fun while you're on a call with your coworkers?
I want to answer to Dennis real quick. Sure, I'm down, dude. As long as it's social distance, I will come over to your house. You can Hulu and hump. But to answer the question, there's a really good thing. I don't know if it's still up, but it was like a Rick Astley. You could Rick roll your Zoom people by like giving them a Zoom link, but then it took them to like Rick Astley going, "I'm gonna give you up," and I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
I would go a little further and say, like, everybody's been on the Zoom thing, especially us comedians. Just do like your 5-minute set. Just start it off like an open mic. Encourage other people to give their sets and just tell jokes and just do it. And if someone tries to stop you, just mute them and keep going. There's no light. You know, no one's gonna like you. You just keep going until you're done. Everybody will be laughing. Even your worst joke, everyone's gonna be laughing. They're just gonna love it. You know, even if you're looking at your phone the whole time trying to read the joke as you're saying it, that's even better because then they know that you're reading, and that's always a good thing to do on a Zoom call. It's just to like.
Please don't do
this.
that.
This look
Please
right
don't
here.
try any of this
This
at
look
home.
right here.
Try nothing.
This is the look. Not engaging.
Here, wait, I'll
Please
play it
don't
again.
do that. Please don't try any of this at home. Try nothing.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Well, I just wanted to suggest something that I think is personally important for you and your body and your physical health, and that is Kegels, pelvic floor exercises. Can be done by men or women. Nobody has to know what's happening, but you will thank me later.
You know, I feel like a lot of your coworkers are probably bored at home, right? And if you're like me, you live with somebody else. Have your roommate help you fake your murder, like your kidnap and murder. Like just sit at your desk and then have someone in a ski mask come up behind you and like steal you. Maybe throw some fake blood on the camera. You know, scream. You get like a chainsaw or something loud in the background, make it sound like limbs are coming off. I feel like it'd be a really fun, immersive experience. And then when you're done, you can like take a bow. I think it'd be fun for your whole team.
Oh yeah. And you can see who like the real heroes are in your department, like who's like quick to act, like who's gonna come to your aid. You know, that's how you find out your real friends, like who's gonna save you from a kidnapping.
See how many cops come to your door.
You might end up with a Netflix murder documentary anyways of the murder that wasn't. And then you could probably just quit your job and live off of those royalties.
Britta says she's done 3,000 Zoom Kegels this year alone. She says it works. It works, everyone. So, yeah. But, by the way, somebody else gave me a question. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got.
I thought this was good because I've been watching a lot of TikTok.
Wait, tell Britta that I have this finicky pickle jar that I haven't been able to get open.
I mean, you know, if you keep yourself on mute on Zoom calls, you can do a lot more below the waist. I mean,
That's so true.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's a frenzy of activity down here. You guys can't even.
Stop it, guys. This is getting weird. Mute your boss to establish dominance. Yeah, Roy Donk wants to know, how do I get TikTok famous? I think that's a really good question because I've been super into the TikTok lately. So, pedometer. Whoa, easy, Megan. In the wow.
The floodgates have opened.
That's an idea.
Whoa. This is all Sarah's fault. She looks innocent, but man, she goes straight to Kegels every single time.
that's why I love Sarah.
I know, me too. Me too.
It's just, I do it for my fans. What can I say? I want people to be happy.
That could be a way to get TikTok famous if you have one camera on your Zoom meeting and then another camera below on your Kegel exercises. Two things at once.
Does
Some people,
TikTok
you know,
have ratings?
They learn by example. They gotta see how it's done.
Yeah. What'd you ask, Dana?
Does TikTok have like ratings? Like this is rated R. Like, is there a certain level before they kick you off for being
I mean,
adults?
they'll kick you off if you do like racist shit or something like that, or like, or if you like threaten somebody. It's the usual stuff, you know. You get banned for the usual stuff.
What if you cause an insurrection?
Well, nobody's tried to do that on TikTok yet, but turns out somebody did try to do that on Twitter and they got banned. So, so I'd have to say,
Wait,
yeah, it'd probably be the same.
Follow-up question to Gilbert. What if you insert an erection?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What if you pervert an inspection?
God dang it.
Well, you're gonna become famous for something if you follow these.
That's how you Yeah, you answered the question, Chris.
Oh my god.
What if you squirt to perfection?
No. What?
I can show you how.
Yeah, that's on my OnlyFans, guys.
Yeah, with enough Kegel practice, you could probably like do some fracking.
I can't. Sarah's making me blush. I'm getting out of this conversation.
Women enjoy these types of things just as much as men do.
Oh, no,
That's
I
your
know.
lesson for the day.
I know I'm just a sensitive flower. That's what's happening.
Oh, poor innocent Brian.
This show always gets dirty. Yeah, I agree.
Dirty Thursdays.
Dirty Thursdays.
So do you have any? I feel like we I don't know if we helped with the TikTok famous.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think you did at all. Missy said.
I don't know.
Missy said, and scene.
I think if you do any one of those things, you'll get TikTok famous. Maybe not for the right reasons, but
Right.
people will know your name.
It's true. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Shirley says she's way too high for this shit.
Well, I feel like we've already gone in this direction. So one of the questions we got earlier was, what's a good strategy to slide into someone's DMs?
Oh.
I think we should help out there.
Yeah.
You just gotta you pretend to be their grandma, or anyone they know. Just be like, hey, how's it been? It's grandma. And then you're like, oh, I'm fine. And you're like, oh, it's me. I'm with your grandma. How are you doing? Do you want to go on a date? Just like kind of just pretend to be someone they actually like. That'll endear you to them. And be like, oh, I like this guy because he hangs out with my uncle, the cool one, or my nurse, or my lawyer, or someone who's like really close to you.
Right.
And just like pretend to be them, but then switch it up and be like, hey, I'm in your DMs. Talk to me.
I like that bait and switch strategy, but like maybe take it to a different direction and go to like an app where you wouldn't expect someone to slide into your DMs that way. Like use LinkedIn, right? and you could be like, hey, do you want to come over and check out my briefs later? I've got a cabinet I'd like to put you up against in the office. I don't know. Just because they're not going to be expecting it in that direction if you use LinkedIn, so that they're going to accept your invite. And then things are going to get saucy in the copy room, metaphorically. Yes.
I'm a big fan of grand gestures. So I think that you should keep it simple and just text them or message them, look behind you. And because you've already done the stalking and you know where they live and they work, you're already behind them. And if that doesn't show dedication, then they don't deserve you.
So true. See, if I wanted to slide into a DM, I'd first have to find where they're playing a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons, and then get to know the dungeon master. Find out similar interests, and then when we're ready, they would open up for me. And wait, DMs? What are we talking about? DMs? Dungeon Masters, right? Sliding into dungeon. Oh, direct message. Okay. Direct message. Okay, gotcha.
I feel like
Not
Dungeon
unexpected.
Masters are a little low tech.
Yeah.
Dennis.
I will say, speaking of low tech, you could also do just the most direct message and literally put a slip and slide up to their front door, knock, run back, and as they open the door, you slide into their house and deliver them a letter. That's the most direct message I think you can ever get, especially the sliding part. I like it. While wearing slides on a slip and slide. It's probably the maximum slideability of it.
Dennis.
Well, and you know what's going to help with the sliding lubrication is if you took my advice earlier, water does not need to be included.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Dennis loved your Dungeons and Dragons joke, by the way. Nicely done, Chris. You worked a D&D joke into a tech show, so nicely done. Also, Beck said that she knows how to get TikTok famous. All you do is spin in a chair to fart sounds, and your...
And what's the view count on that, Brian?
Wait, it's still going on.
How many views?
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's
Do
me.
we know that guy?
That's me. I'm
Who?
TikTok. I have 364 views on that.
Wow.
Nice.
I've never heard.
How many times have you watched that, Brian?
How many times have I watched? 362 times. My mom watched it once, and then for you guys. So there you go.
I want to see Brandon Ferris do it and see how many views he gets.
Oh, dude, 1 million, and he'll make $10,000 off of it. They paid me $0.25 to stop posting.
Really? Is that a thing?
They're like, don't ever post again. Jess liked it. I have talk about OnlyFans. I have one fan, just Jess. She's my only fan.
The beat does slap, Brian.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we got time for one or two more. Do we have
Oh
anything
yeah.
else?
Sorry,
from the
I chewed up your
audience?
time playing my fart TikTok.
Oh, that's fine. It's technology. We're just, showing it off.
Brian, don't you have a Brian Call Live you could do that at?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to spread joy. That's my purpose in life, Chris.
Spread joy by spreading your cheeks and farting.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Spreading your cheeks and farting. Yeah. Every time I fart, I just get a full spread.
Well, is that what was propelling you in the circular motion? Was just like each rip?
I was on a fart bubble spinning around. It's not even a chair.
Nice.
Sarah, are there anal kegels?
Yeah, I mean the entire pelvic floor is connected. So
Okay.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
yeah.
Or there'd be sphinctal kegels because that's your sphincter.
Yeah. Oh right.
That's way more fun to
Yeah.
say.
I just tried. We're
Okay,
good.
do
Let's
we have
move on.
anything in the comments?
The next time you see Brian concentrating really hard, just know that sphincter is just
I'm shitting my pants.
Going to
I'm doing
town.
my giggles.
If I pass out, something happened. Just a wave of gas.
Oh, you kids. I'm good.
Are there any more topics
Do
in
we
the
have another
comments, Brian? Anybody need some technology advice?
Nobody cares anymore. It's just like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, usually Dennis pays for that on my fans only. Let's see. I'm looking for other questions. I seriously am. If you have questions, put them in now. Wait for it. They're coming. I could be.
We could just give advice, like don't call her back. Just don't.
How do I set up my MySpace page?
Oh.
oh.
Oh, honey, no.
How do I get my toaster to play my podcast? What if I send that Nigerian prince money?
Okay, let's take this. Roy, serious for a moment. That is a scam. And the reason why that scam keeps happening is because people keep being dumb. And that there really isn't a Nigerian prince. I don't think it's a monarchy of any kind in Nigeria. I don't know, but I doubt it. Like, don't send the money. It's a scam. Old people fall for it because they don't understand email. Don't do it. That's it. Anything like that, don't fall for it. It's a scam.
Yeah, Roy, you can't be a dummy like that. You can't fall for that scam. There's no Prince of Nigeria, okay? But when the Prince of Kenya sends you a DM asking for money, you better act, okay? because, they're in dire needs. And like, I'm still waiting for my reply. I sent in my check for $10,000, and I'm just hoping that the people of Kenya are going to be okay.
I know that email gets a really bad rap, but I actually do know someone in Africa that's trying to get her business going, and she genuinely did need, 50K. And so we were able to get that money to her and send it to her. And she's going to change the entire face of social media through all of Africa. So I think we really should support people elsewhere. So I don't think we should feel bad about it. I think you're doing a good thing.
I would wholeheartedly agree, because I am, in fact, helping that Nigerian prince personally. I'm like one of his top aides. So if you really want to send him as much money as you should do it. I could get him. He's busy right now. I could get him. He's just like right here. Yeah, no. Yeah, he can't come right now. Just send that money. We got PayPal. We got Patreon. You can get it on Patreon. Do the 10-month, a month subscription, and we'll send you like cool knickknacks, really cool knickknacks. We don't have an OnlyFans yet, but we'll get on that. So just send money, just all the money, every way you can send it.
Can I Venmo you directly, Gilbert? Can I just Venmo you?
Yeah, and I'll just send it 100%. There's no overhead. I do this for the passion of it, to get him back on that throne. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like this is just like, it just got lost in the whole chain email and chain whatever. In a past life, I was a Nigerian prince. And let me tell you, that shit was hard, okay? Like, you try running a country with no funds, and yeah, there was paper scrolls going around. So I just feel like keep an open mind.
Okay.
Right. And just one more thing, too. Ever since Europe found out about the vibranium, and we're trying to depose Black Panther, like, we've just been scared. Like, it's just like, no, we want to pick up ourselves from our own bootstraps and, just Wakanda forever and get through this, But it's just too much colonialism, big business, that kind of thing is just trying to keep us down. It's just trying to keep us down. So just your direct money for that vibranium.
Oh, so so using email helps you bypass all of that corporate bullshit that takes money away from helping people. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Problem solved. Gail's just gonna put his Venmo information in the comments, and you can just send him money. Okay.
You can also DM him on Venmo too.
Whoa.
By the way.
Slide
right in there.
Right. Or you can, DM anybody on Venmo and just be like, I've got a balance sheet that you can, an account sheet you can balance. Oh,
Hey, that's a great pickup line, or a way to pick somebody up in DMs is send a random person money on Venmo, and then be like, that's for dinner. Come pick me up. I'm paying, but it's in your account.
I did hear it's the next up and coming dating app, because if you just go through and you see what they're spending their money on, you're going to learn a lot about people.
Oh, that's
and
true.
if you like what you see, you could do that. Send them $5 and, and whatever thing it is that they're interested in, and, have a safe word in case you need to duck out. But this is the new wave of dating, guys.
And if you're worried that they're not gonna fulfill their half the bargain, you can be like, here's 50 now, you get the other half after we're done, and then just send them 50 later.
Yeah.
I only like high class guys.
It's not prostitution, okay? It's not that. It's different than that. For reasons that too simple to explain, but it's definitely not possible.
I hear what you're saying, because time is money, and you're just recognizing that. Now, what happens within that time period, we don't have to, put a label on that, but you're just compensating them for the time that they spent with you.
Right. I think if someone door dashes me 50 little smokies, they're speaking my language, and whatever we do is between consenting adults. So,
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give you 50 small wieners for one big one. That's it. That's the deal. I think that's
Thank you.
a good conversion rate. Great.
Or if you don't have a Netflix password, I'll provide the Netflix and you can provide the chill. I mean, and then if it doesn't work out, I'll change the password later.
Yeah.
I agree.
And if the
You
date's
just
not
use
working
it.
out, if you need to get away, I heard that Kegels is also used for like self-defense classes. Is that right? You can basically do like
Oh, yeah,
judo.
You do it right, you can break someone's wrist with it.
Okay, yeah.
Could I wield a knife, like a strong knife, and then just be like, back off? Maybe toss it across the room.
It's like the one warm-up game we do with the knife, and then you do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you can do it with ping pong balls, you can do it with a switchblade.
And that's how you get TikTok famous.
Oh!
Yay!
Remember,
Nicely done.
you don't have to do it.
Roy Doc wants to know how many little smokies does it cost to spend a night with Sensei Chris?
You heard the conversion, right? It's 50 little for one big.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, and Jess wants
That's
to
a
know.
steal.
Jess wants to know, how do I stream Barb and Star for free online? Wow.
Wow.
It just so happens that I'm working with the folks from Barb and Star, and that movie comes out tomorrow on Video on Demand. So I'm going to send Jess a free code to watch it tomorrow on Video on Demand. You can get it Video on Demand wherever you get your Video on Demand, whatever cable company you happen to be with. Not that this is a segue at all to be able to help out a friend who promotes movies or anything like that. That's I just brought it up just for fun.
Okay.
That came up so naturally.
Yeah, good job.
Right. I mean, and it's a technology thing on a technology device, so.
Ooh, it's appropriate.
Right. Well, I think we helped our friends today with technology. Technology is way steamier than I thought.
Wow,
So
yeah.
that's fun.
It got weird.
So I'd just like to say thank you to Sarah, Chris, and Gilbert for being here today and giving some great advice to everybody out there in the comments. Yeah, and thank you, Brian, for being the technology bridge to our advice giving.
Wait a second.
What?
Sarah, do you have a pager?
I do.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. I am a dreamer of a simpler time. Although this is my actual work pager.
Oh.
And it sounds very sad and pathetic, and it's all cracked because there have been moments that I have thrown it against the wall, and this damn thing does not die.
Nice.
But it works, Sarah. It's a real. I miss those so much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
What's the number?
8675309.
Yeah.
Or a good time.
I'll just ask your Coke dealer what it is.
Chris, no.
He's the only person who calls me. It's fine.
Oh my goodness, it got weirder and weirder.
Yay, then we win. Okay. Well, thank you everybody
Right,
for
so
watching and for giving your advice, things you needed. Hopefully, if we're not helping you with your tech problems, at least we're helping you with your day.
Yeah. See, it turned out good. Are you okay, Dana? You had a rough day.
I had a rough day.
Yeah.
There was a car on fire. It's fine.
That's real. That's real.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Don't worry. Dana is